What is something you enjoyed as a kid, but hate as an adult? Receiving a letter. Now it's just bill/taxes/trash. Receiving mail as a child was exciting. On the contrary, today I spent an hour going through a stack of mail that I let pile up, and shredding about 98% of it. Actually, I now look forward to getting my mail again. The secret is having it delivered by our 3.5 years old granddaughter. She loves delivering mail. Mostly it's stuff like Costco flyers, but she literally skips down the path to my office with the mail held high. She peeks through the door and says, "Mail," and then giggles. Unfortunately, I may have to report her to the USPS Inspector General because sometimes she delivers it to our cat Daisy, who mostly just sleeps on the chair on my office deck. Sadly, the holiday season. I now see why my parents seemed exasperated when I complained when decorations weren't up post-Thanksgiving, or why they seemed so much more stressed than I ever even considered being. School would end, I would get to chill, and it was the holidays and was so magical. Now I get it. With a job that doesn't stop for the holidays, it sneaks up on you and you barely get time as an adult to process all the activities before it's like December 23rd and it's all flown by. I can never seem to find time to do my Christmas shopping or decorating. The holidays completely stress me out now, and as a kid I thought it was the best time of the year. Spinning in a circle until I'm so dizzy I fall down. Super fun as a child. Great way to feel terrible and possibly get a concussion now. Plus swing sets, for me. I was swinging yesterday at the park with my kids, tried to slow the swing down and ended up spraining my ankle, resulting in a doctor's visits and x-rays lol. Most of the movies I liked when I was a kid don't hold up as an adult. I've stopped revisiting them so I don't spoil the good memories. Blank Check just made me angry as an adult. That kid was an entitled prick. Also, that mansion costing $300,000 is depressing now. That was never realistic. Being outside when it's cold. When I was little, I could play outside in the snow for hours and not even be the faintest bit of cold. Now I can't even stand being outside during winter for a few minutes. Young children have a high percent of brown fat which burns hyper quickly, allowing the body to warm itself extremely efficiently in response to cold, more similar to wild animals. Adults have very little brown fat. Homo sapien adults are geared for low amounts of slow-burning yellow fat for sustained energy. This gives babies, who would otherwise be very vulnerable in the winter, a tremendous survival leg up. Can you grow brown fat? I'm sick of my stupid slow-burning yellow fat. Jumping down 3 to 4 steps at a time. My knees won't put up with that nonsense now. Holy shit, I used to jump entire flights of stairs for shits and giggles in high school. Do it again. Recapture old glory. More like rupture old glory. Certain 80s sitcoms. Tried watching the original Full House again and just couldn't get past 10 minutes of it. Cheers still works for me, it's my go-to to fall asleep at night. I can still watch reruns of Cheers and Golden Girls and laugh my ass off. But yeah, the sugary family-oriented stuff doesn't hold up well past the initial nostalgia phase that wears off after a few minutes. Going to the mall. I used to like browsing stores, but now I just want to get what I need and go. Part of it is the mall's fault for me. When I was younger, the mall was a bit more varied. You had your toy store, your game store, your arcade, Sharper Image, Discovery Store, Candy Store, etc. Now I go to the mall and it's the food court and endless apparel stores. All the more interesting stores have been pushed out of business. Right. I remember when you had interesting kiosks with diverse random merchandise. Now it is just a couple of custom t-shirt makers and 20 kiosks selling Chinese knockoff consoles. Used to have stores that were fun to browse and see what new things they came up with, like the Science Shop, Discovery Store, even Brookstone back when they had cool gadgets. Now it is just food, clothes, GameStop, and Spencer's. Don't forget the Chinese knockoff phone cases, the Chinese knockoff headsets and smartwatches, and such. I miss things like the Discovery Store, the Nature Store, KB Toys. I am not old. I am not old. The random independent PC gaming store we had at ours, peep, I am old. Barnes and Noble and Borders, we had both in one mall, and such.